Yes, this is actually a project. You're welcome. So I started by creating a new scene, then quickly adding the Black Plasma Studios rig into said scene, then after that squishing this block into a pancake. After squishing it down a bit more, I decided to turn this block into a tablet. And I'm not the best at modeling, but you know what? I tried. You can see the footage, I actually tried really hard. I made a brick. After that, I hopped over into the shader editor and did some shading magic. Just a simple texture coordinate mapping, gradient texture, and color ramp mode. I then started working on the screen, which for some reason I had to make a completely different object for. Don't question it. But I did the exact same thing in the shader editor, don't ask. Now that the tablet is done, time to move on to the player. I want to die. I quickly hopped over to the materials tab in order to change the skin over to my current skin, which, as I entered the skin folder, realized, yeah, it didn't exist. Now that I've got my skin, I decided to apply it to the character and move around the camera a little bit to make it look like I actually know what I'm doing, and then move the eyes down because it was making me mad. I then went ahead and changed the color of, well, you know, the eyes to, well, brown, my eye color. Who could have guessed? I then went ahead and continued to bind the electronic device to my wrist bone, just like in real life. After positioning the character correctly, I finally am into the animation. If you're interested in this, just slow it down. It's at 900% speed, and it's over an hour long normally. Bye. Well, now that that's all done and over with, I'm going to go ahead and just render the thing out, and then we get to sit here for another hour. JK, with the power of editing, I can skip it. But, well, now that that's all done and over with, I'm going to scroll over to the left, and now we're going to make the +1 effect. That just kind of goes right beside it. So I just kind of spawned in a text, rotated it on the X90 and on the Z90, and moved it right into the position I needed, and then cried a little bit. Yeah! After that, I went ahead and applied the correct font in order to fit the Minecraft style, you know. I then went ahead and extruded it and then made a separate plus sign because the plus sign didn't work with the Minecraft font, sadly. But then I just, you know, slapped it in there, extruded it, and I'm good. Next, I quickly whipped open the shader editor and did basically the same thing, just without the principal BSDF and emission node, and yeah, that's it. After that, I whipped open compositing and began trying to add glare to it. P.S. that took like 20 minutes because I couldn't figure out what was wrong. But it worked good. See? That's nice. Now all that there was really left to do was open an overpriced editor and edit it all together. I just put the 2 video and the 1 audio file I found on Epidemic Sound in there together, put them in the right spots, then I quickly chroma keyed everything together to fit properly, and boom! We're done. Thanks for watching. Bye!